everybody, it is trial time. We are playing with the grain vac before the truck gets here. Get everything adjusted, and that, and the salesman's in the bin, so you know I'm really staying dust free. See how full it is. We haven't been going at it too long. That's definitely faster than the sweep auger. And he kind of had to throttle back at first, kind of get everything shined up before he really opened it up. He must be between piles. He's handling it without a problem. Okay, we got the wagon full, and Dane from Walinga is here, and I thought I'd let him say a few things about the machine. So,
first of all, Chris, thank you very much for the opportunity to do business with you. We at Walinga are proud of the equipment we manufacture. We have been at it for a long time. We feel we have the best in the industry. The thing is packed full of some useful features. Some of those would be hydraulic boom rotation for swinging your boom out into position, hydraulic up and down. This can operate from a low of about 6 foot to a high of 13 foot of clearance. We have our own Walinga built SRT blower for noise. It's equipped with a heavy duty silencer in between, and the industry standard of a Walinga adjustable airlock. Over time this will eventually wear, but we have adjustability in it to keep your performance up. We have convenient operator controls positioned right here. A self-contained hydraulic system, so no attachment hydraulically to the tractor is needed anymore.
Now that was an option.
That's correct. Yes.
I did. At first I was going to go with the hydraulics on the tractor, and he caught me at the right stage in my life where I'm like, I'm getting too old for this stuff type of thing. And so I went with the onboard hydraulics. I don't have to worry about which tractor because I'm going to try it out on lots of Olivers.
Yep.
And so I know the hydraulics are going to work right every time with the self-contained. They're sized right for the machine. So to me, it was worth the extra investment to have that onboard hydraulics. But it is an option.
Yeah. To that note, the airlock is hydraulically driven, so that if anything was to get in the airlock, it will just stall. The Walinga is equipped with a choke system in the top, industry only, and it prevents whole product from being sucked through the pump. And so therefore this only requires about 6 to 7 gallons per minute of flow. So if you were using tractor hydraulics, it would require a lot of oil going back to the tractor, which you have to cool. So this is matched to the system, and anybody that's ever optioned it never went back the other way. So they're happy with it. We have the Walinga pre-cleaner. This is designed to remove the abrasive dirt and dust from the pump system before the air goes through it. You can see we ran about 600 bushels of beans, and this is the amount of dirt that was collected. That's just an abrasive dirt.
Bean dust.
Yep.
And we got
sand.
Yeah, we got sandy soil here, so the combine occasionally eats some, and so there's going to be some in there. Right. So
the features also include dual inlets. Either one of the inlets can be accessed at either time. This would allow for certain tight bend situations and driveways. Then we also, this machine is equipped with a replaceable rhino hide lining. You see here, this covers the wear area of the tank, and then also the wear areas of the discharge cyclone up there. Those are replaceable over time. We have the Walinga easy to connect hose system. It's male, female, and it just requires 2 simple U-bolts. There's a O-ring in there. It's a positive seal. Gets you a good tight connection.
Yeah, they were definitely easy to hook up.
And then also this machine, as all Walingas, are equipped with a hose rack. This allows you to carry multiple pieces of hose back and forth from the bin site to storage. And we also have up on the front of the machine storage area for the nozzles. There's a straight nozzle and the sweeper, and this unit is equipped to run with 1,000 RPM PTO at 90 horsepower minimum.
Okay.
Yep. So
yeah, the 2050, which I had on the dyno, and that's turning 116 on the PTO, and I was watching, well, I got video of it. You've probably seen it. The tack that's on the machine, we were only dropping 30, 40 RPM when it went from no load to full load. So it was handling it with ease.
Yes, that's very good. It's keeping the RPMs up and good tight connections on your hoses is all that it takes to make a vac run well. So.
Well, I just want to say that this is not a paid endorsement. I wrote a check for this baby, so Dane's been great to work with, and wanted to give him a chance to give you the details that he's more in tune with, or he knows the machine better than I do. I just bought it, so
well, I just want to say thanks again, and you know, Walinga builds a good product, and it makes your life a little easier. It's cleaner in the bin where you're working. It's still a job to move the hose around, but we have a very good lineup of tools and accessories, and I think it will benefit you in speed of cleanup as well as cleanliness in the bin where the operator is. You're not exposed to moving augers and conveyors and dust.
Yeah, just watching you run it, I could see it's still hot in there, but yeah, you're essentially no dust. I mean, zero is impossible, but yeah, it was just so much better than what I had before with the sweep augers that are kicking up dust. And then I'll turn on the bin fan because it's so hot and dusty, and all that does is kick up more dust. Yeah, so that's one of the things I was after. And then these old bins, especially these two down here, are just so slow to load out of. This thing's gonna blow those old underfloor augers out of the water, and I don't have to climb up, jump in, and shovel away from the door to get the door open so we can get a sweep auger in there, and I don't have to carry a sweep auger. Those were my biggest encouragements to get this. The dust was right up there, and as long as I've got it, I'm going to be cleaning out corn bins and other stuff with it as well. I might as well use it. So, all right. Well, thanks again, Dane. And
yeah, if you're ever in need of pneumatic conveying solutions, why, just give me a call. Phone 616-460-6837 or walinga.com. All
right. And truck's going to be here this afternoon, so I'll have more footage here in just a little bit, which will be instant for you guys, and we'll see you then. Well, I can attest, this is a lot less dust and a lot less work than a sweep auger. I am liking it. I'm glad. I like the safety feature it had of overflow, because I forgot to turn on the airlock and it filled up the one chamber. The safety valve shut, so I had to shut her down, and well, I turned the airlock on. I was able to clear the chamber. Then I shut it down and have to totally turn it off so the vacuum's gone, and releases the safety plate, turn her back on and go at it. It is hot in here though. It's like 90 outside, humid. So I'm glad that I got this thing. I'd probably be even gladder if I'd waited another day, but it is what it is. Now look how much work that is. A little rougher to run it one-handed. Oh yeah, basically no dust. I'm definitely liking that. Hopefully you can hear me. Go back, go. Well, we're a little over an hour in. Oops. And, oops, don't know my own strength. Oh, let's just shove that in that pile. There, that'll get back to work. All right, just over an hour in. We got the lead full, which is over 1,000 bushels. Part of the rear, the pup trailer. So just guesstimating, I'd say I'm doing about 1,300 bushel an hour. A little lower than advertised. but I'm also, you know, walking around sweeping. I think if you had it in where it was just constantly pulling, you'd definitely pull that average up, because, hell, every now and then, you know, I pull it back like this. It ain't sucking beans, or as many beans. Still beat the shovel. Well, let's see, things I learned. It took us a little less time than the sweep auger. It's somewhere close to 2 hours to fill both those trailers with my little sweep auger. And I would say it's about 1 hour and 45 with this. We had to switch bins, because we had so much fun running the other stuff out in the wagon. There wasn't enough in that bin. So it was just as quick to switch to this one. So at first I was a little disappointed in the bushels per hour. But then to clean or get the door open on this bin, I put the straight pipe on it. And of course, only one tube. And boy, that was a difference. So I think, you know, if you're just sucking straight grain nonstop, and whereas, you know, the vacuum cleaner attachment, I'm going back and forth at times. So then there's times when you're not sucking grain, so you lose efficiency. But yeah, it really pulled it in good when I stuck that in the door. And well, that was a lot nicer than crawling in there and then trying to lift a sweep auger in there. But oh, almost no dust at all. I mean, can't say zero. That's pretty much impossible, especially with the Canadian fires. But I just could work. Didn't have to have a mask. The biggest thing I need is hearing protection. I mean, you got a 2050 blaring out here, but that aluminum pipe that's over here, when those beans start going through that aluminum, it makes some noise. My ears are ringing a little bit. I should have just taken the time to go get my hearing protection, but I'll definitely have it for the next load. So overall, I'm happy because it's doing what I wanted. I didn't use a shovel at all in this bin. Just a broom to kind of clean up behind it a little bit while I'd stick this in the pile. And then I could just kind of brush the little bit of stuff around, and there's still a few in there if I'd taken the time to really broom. But you know how the cereal says may contain soybeans? Well, it's my fault. So overall, good experience. Just hoping. Beans are one of the worst as far as capacity, because they're so aerodynamic. Takes more air to move them. So he said corn, I would see about a 30% increase in volume, or grain moved in the same amount of time, because the flatness of corn catches the air better and helps accelerate it to where it's got to go. But the main reason I bought it was to make my life easier, and it definitely did that. So mission accomplished, especially when we get to those bins down there. But even this one, like I was saying, normally, I still got to fold it up, so I got the PTO running. It's a good chance of rain tonight, hopefully, so I'm going to take it back in the barn. But normally we have to run this. There's no sidewell on this bin, so it'll get down to where I can open this top door 1/3. So I have to climb in here, and then the trucker has to hand lift up the sweep auger and push it in, and then I drag it down to the center and get it in place and run the extension cord down there. And so it's a lot of work, a lot of mess. You got electricity and moving parts. With this, I just this middle door has a inspection hole. I stuck the tube in there, sucked it down. It was easy to open this one, left it in here until it was low enough. Pull the tube back out, open that door, suck it down some more, get it down low enough to open that door. Now when we load out again, I can just run the tube straight into the bin and do my job with hearing protection. Definitely hearing protection. It's got a silent blower on it, but those beans going through that aluminum, that's where the noise is at, until Herman gets on here. That'll change things. Okay, you can turn the airlock off and the lift lock off. And let's see, I can lower it down, whee, to where I can reach the doohickey. I was paying attention to what I was doing as far as the camera. There we go. Put that back in there somewhere, I think. There we go. Okay. Yeah, the blower is actually quite quiet on it. Oop, there's some beans. There goes the college fund. And this comes into here. Push up a little bit. Safety pin. I said safety pin. There it goes. It might go better from the bottom after I'm there. Nope, 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 nope. That's good. They'll be able to see how I'm voiding my warranty. Okay, so now I want to lift it back up some. Swing it, not this way. Swing it that way. I'm sure it'd probably swing faster if I rev the tractor up, but... Oh, sprinkle! It's starting to rain. Look at, they're on the... There's raindrops on my drain pack. Right there. She is ready to go. Well, I guess I should pick up my hoses. Everything's in place. I can shut the PTO off. All right. These locks aren't, or these, it's not too bad to put that on there, but it's definitely a two-handed job. So I'm gonna put the camera down. Maybe if I put it, yeah, the rain's picking up. But we got done just in time. Just that easy. Good thing GoPro waterproof. Windshield wiper. Well, pretty good timing. The truck got tarped up before the rain hit. I didn't quite make it in, so I'm soaked, but I am not going to argue with rain. Not this year. Maybe this fall. When I'm trying to harvest, I'll argue with rain. They were cold drops at first. I don't think it's going to last very long. But it's just about 5:30 now. I'm soaked. So I'm thinking it's a good time to call it a day. Looks like a lot of the dust got rinsed off the old grain vac. As always, I appreciate everybody watching. Hope you had a great 4th of July, or maybe Canada Day if that's what you celebrate, or whatever. Hope you had a good day. Herman had a good time at the parade. If everything works out right, that was yesterday's video. So, and one of these days he's going to take a crack at this baby. Then it'll definitely make this machine quiet because you won't be able to hear it.